is it different for you writing for other people? I mean, do you write a song with an artist in mind, or do you write it for you and then it takes on another life of its own, or how does that work for you?
Yeah, it's predetermined before,
Okay.
almost every time, almost.
Okay.
Just because every artist is completely different.
Yeah.
It's the fun. So when we talk about songwriting for other artists, that's another part of this pie that I love. And the reason I love it is because you get to become someone else for a minute. And we're all different. We're all unique. And um, when I sit down with another artist, the first thing I like to do is just hang out with them for like an hour if I can, if they got the time for it, because I need to get to know them decently. You know,
Yeah.
the way they think about things, the way they think about life. Where are you at in your life? What do you want to talk about right now?
Yeah.
This is all super important information. And then um, also, there's things about every signatures, I guess you would call them, with every artist. Little things they do with their voice, tonal things, maybe thematic things that you notice throughout their songs, just a general vibe that they, I guess you would put it all into a pot and call it a vibe. And as a songwriter, for when you're in that position of writing for other artists, you got to pretty much erase yourself, become invisible, and then harness your songwriting abilities for them, and just get into their world and become one with their world. Because if it's not coming from them, then authentically, then it's, what's the point of the song? It's not going to connect, you know. And that's fun because, you know, say for instance, when I write with Zach Brown, I literally put on my imaginary beanie and my imaginary leather vest and my imaginary 5 kids. You know, these are all important things to keep in mind.
Sure,
You know,
sure, sure.
that are what's important to him. What does he think about? You know, what does he want to say? You know, and then figuring out how to say that. You know, and then to me, it's always just been about finding what is it about that artist that's cool, that I find interesting, that I think most other people will also find really interesting about them. And then how do I shine a light on that thing as brightly as I can, you know? And it's a fun little game to play, you know? And from doing that for years and years, when I write for myself, it's really easy because I just kind of think the same way, but for myself, like, what is it about me that I feel like is kind of different from everybody else? And how do I shine a light on that as much as I can?